Here at wmar 2 News, we are your voice for veterans, which holds a little more weight today on this Veterans Day. Our goal is to preserve history through the stories from soldiers and give them an opportunity to share what life was really like during battle. wmar 2 News' Aaron McPherson met someone who has a similar mission, a man who's been collecting war letters for 2 decades. And so far, she tells us, he's collected more than 150,000.
We just get these bundles of letters. This is all in the past week. Well over 1,000 to 1,500.
Letters written to and from service members, collected and preserved.
This young sailor was inside a ship, the USS New Orleans, during the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Recording history and bringing these men and women to life.
They make it real and they make it personal. And ironically, I hated history growing up.
Now, Andrew Carroll is hooked. He's the founding director of the Center for American War Letters.
What I most hope comes out of this project is that we can humanize these men and women who serve. They are not just soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. Every single one of them has a loved one, has a spouse or a sweetheart, they're a child, they're a parent. And just to remind people that these are not statistics that go off to fight, and to remember the actual names and stories of these incredible men and women.
He's been collecting these letters for more than 20 years.
All these are incredible for one reason or another. This is a letter written by this woman, Jean Subolowski, and it's addressed to her fiance, who is a combat soldier, and it's returned to her in the mail unopened with one word written in red on the outside: deceased. That's how she found out that the love of her life was gone forever. This is a handwritten letter that Josh wrote to his mom. I just hope that I made you proud. And if I don't come home for any reason, I just want you to know, always, I will be with you.
These are just some of the 150,000 letters he's collected so far, from the American Revolution.
This is hundreds of years old, and yet I'm holding the actual paper that this service member wrote during the War for Independence.
To today.
There are emails that are just as profound and poetic and historic as letters that were written generations ago.
And every conflict in between.
This is without question one of our most visually stunning letters. That's the bullet hole that went through the letter and into him. Now, fortunately, he survived, but you really get a sense of the life and death circumstances these troops are under. This is probably the most historic letter we have. As soon as I opened this up, I got chills because I could see the gold embossed letterhead that said Adolf Hitler. This letter was written by an American soldier sitting at Hitler's desk in Munich.
Carroll is constantly amazed by the generosity of the donations.
What they share with us is so personal and so extraordinary. So, like, this is an entire trunk that we got from a family. These are all of his World War II letters.
This man survived the war, but when he came home, his plane crashed doing a routine flight.
This is the watch that he was wearing, obviously stopped at the moment of impact. This is the wallet that was in his pocket. He had kept some photos of his family.
The project is focused on war letters, but pictures and other memorabilia helps you connect with that person even more.
Oh, wow, these are his, I haven't seen this before. These are his medals. This is a very personal project for me, and I just want people to know that they're not just, when they send in letters, it's not going just to some institution. It's going to a group of people who feel very passionately about this, who love this project, who want to see it succeed, and to really want to honor and remember all of these troops, these veterans, and their families.
In D.C., Aaron McPherson, WMAR 2 News.